Day 236 of Ukraine's resistance. This is Mediacentru Ukraine. My name is Vasil Samokhvalov. With us is Iurii Ihnat, Speaker of the Air Force Command of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. Hello, sir. We know you're short on time. We have a few minutes to talk to you, so we'll be very brief. The first question is, could you tell us, is there any additional news of this morning's attack on Ukraine? There is news. I want to say that overall, if we take the attack starting from the from 9:30 p.m. last night and through the night and until today, we have confirmed at least 37 kamikaze drones destroyed coming from the south. Whereas preliminary figures say this is at least 56% destroyed by the air defense, both of the Air Force and other branches of the armed forces, infantry as well, and territorial defense. So we even have 2 confirmed cases taken down by the National Guard. We're basically taking them down with everything we have at hand. Of course, at night, this requires radio location capability. We're talking about aviation that can determine these goals through radio location and destroy them with missiles. Pretty good results of anti-air defense work. Of course, this number will only grow. The target is not that difficult or dramatic, as you know, we had been previously quite afraid of these drones, but with potentially additional sources of anti-air defense, this will only grow. 3 cruise missiles have been destroyed in the east that have been attacking our critical infrastructure. We reported this on our website. As far as the UAVs, Iranian UAVs, according to the Air Command South, in whose purview the southern regions are, like Odessa, Mykolaiv, Kherson, by now we've had we're going through technical difficulties. One moment. Yes, 100 Iranian drones. Thank you. Understood. Can you hear us, sir? Yes. Sorry, this was a. Could you repeat the story about how many drones were destroyed in all? Today, 307 were destroyed, according to preliminary data, and we're waiting for confirmation from the anti-air defense of the land forces to add their data. Possibly there's more. Percentage-wise, we're talking about 85, 86%. The Air Command South have reported that over the past few weeks, we've destroyed 100 Iranian UAVs. 96 Shahids and 4 Mahajers. These are the numbers we have as of today, and this is the pretty pleasing news for our time, for this time, because we'll of course use every means at our disposal to destroy them. Just 2 additional quick questions. In addition to the drones, there's a question that Iranians are possibly going to supply Russia with missiles, 500 to 750 kilometers in range. What is the preparation going to be? How are the armed forces going to prepare for this? The Air Forces. We're talking ballistic missiles. Ballistic missiles, we unfortunately don't have the means to take them down right now. And same sort of ballistic missiles. Are we back? Yes, we're here. Yes. Such as Iskander, a missile that basically coming up to the stratosphere and then coming down at extreme height. We don't have those means. So again, shelters is your best bet from ballistic missiles. There's nothing quite like concrete, so protect your lives and certainly follow the air raid alarms. we will hope that Russians will not receive them. If they're asking for ballistic missiles, clearly there's a deficit. So we can only hope that the world community will not allow for this to happen, and our allies will be helpful in this sense. In terms of taking that, this is the final question before we let you go. Sorry, we're provided all kinds of different things in terms of taking down, in terms of capacity. How is all this brought together into one capacity? Our books and also how do we add NASAMS to this and the French means that we have? How do you collect this into a unified system? And what are the risks? We will put it all together. We do have an algorithm. Obviously, there will be difficulties, but the air defense that has been promised has not yet been delivered. So let's not get too ahead of ourselves. There's some time that has to get between the promise and the delivery. Where we have Iris so far that has possibly shown the first results in the south. We'll tell you more about them later. And so consequently, sorry, I keep getting these phone calls. And can you hear me? Yes, we can hear you. Yes. Yes. Please continue. Yes, we can hear you. So, and in this way, the means that will be coming our way, we do have an algorithm in place, and they will be strengthening the air defense of the land forces. This is a very important aspect of this field of battle. Things like OSA and other things. So we can talk about this when it comes in and starts working. Then we can talk about here's what we have and here's what we're working. Thank you very much. We know we have to let you go. With us has been Iurii Ihnat, Speaker of the Air Force Command of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, who's told us details about this morning's attack on Ukraine. At 11:30, we will have our next briefing talking to Alexander Mereshko, head of the Ukraine Parliamentary Committee on Foreign Policy and Interparliamentary Cooperation. Among other things, we'll be discussing Belarus and discussing Iran. See you then.